Right, so Andrew Berry says organizationally they're still incomplete. What could he have done to make that different? I mean, does that sound like adding a player or two at specific positions, or does it say we've got enough guys now make the coach and the staff work it?
I think that what the Browns are trying to do is be realistic about this year. Okay, you don't want to tell the players in the locker room, "Hey, we don't think you guys can go to the Super Bowl." But the reality is, if the Browns get in, they're going to need to upset some people, shall we say, to get to the Super Bowl. This team is not, you would think, is not ready for prime time. If they get in, they'll be happy to get there. Maybe they upset a team, perhaps. But to think that they're going to be capable of going to the Super Bowl with this bunch, especially the defense in the dilapidated state that it is, I think that's unrealistic. So what the Barry DePodesta front office has said is, we're going to ride with what we have this year. We're not going to mortgage any of the future to try to add a player here or there, knowing that just a simple add, one or two adds to this group, is not going to automatically put this team on the level of the Steelers and the Ravens. If the Browns felt like they were one player away from legitimately being on the same plane as the Steelers and the Ravens, then they probably would have made a deal.
All right, I hate to put you down for this, but this is not about becoming on the same level as the Steelers or the Kansas City Chiefs or anybody like that. I think if you've ever played at any level of sports, you should know that getting to the playoffs is very important because it does take you to the next level. It makes the players around you better. It makes the coaching staff better. And it doesn't put you another year behind in improving. So I think it is important to get to that next level as soon as you possibly can.
Well, first of all, if you ever want to put me down, you can always do so. But honestly, I didn't mean to be misconstrued. Of course, the regime wants the Browns to make the playoffs and go as deep as they can and win a Super Bowl. I'm just saying, I think realistically, what we saw or didn't see from the Browns in the run-up to the trade deadline, the fact that they didn't make any moves, leads me to believe that they think this team that they have is capable of making the playoffs. But as far as being a finished product, a perennial Super Bowl contender, they don't think it's there yet. But you're absolutely right. Getting to the playoffs should be the goal. You get to the halfway point of the season, and you are mathematically in the playoffs. You got to finish the deal, just like that 7-4 team from years back.
Brian Hoyer.
You got to finish the deal. You can't be not just 5-3, Les, 5-2. If you get off to a 5-2 start in an expanded playoffs, you got to get in. And so that's the goal. But I think the reason they didn't make any moves at the deadline is they didn't want to mortgage any future because they're not a finished product.
If you were